We ain't even gonna waste no time at all, to be honest. We're gonna get right to it. What it do, people? You know what it is, and you know what it sounds like. NBA, picking with Pop. Let's roll. See, see, when you live and you rolling, you unscripted. Shit like that be happening.
The Bluetooth device is connected successfully.
Yeah, great fire.
When the chicken, then the money line clicking. Those who do it daily, one-on-one popovism. Cooper Gray got the fire badge lit up. Hit the band line in the air, throwing signals. When the chicken, then the money line clicking. Those who do it daily, one-on-one popovism. Cooper Gray got the fire badge lit up. Hit the band lines in the air, throwing signals.
1,000 on the table, 100,000 in the bank account. I'm trying to get rich. Who else in the building? Trying to break the house. What it do, people? Welcome back to another edition of NBA Picking with Pop. Happy Tuesday, Transformation Tuesday. You know what I mean? Like what you working on, how you working it, and is it working for you? People in the real life, we curious. Pardon me, guys, for the last 2 days. Sometimes life be lifing and shit be happening. Was going to not jump on today, but like, nah, I can't go 3 days missing in action, even though, you know what I mean, personal shit may be going on with me. Just pray for your guy, you know what I mean, as we praying for y'all out there, whoever rock with your boy. Definitely wishing, wealth, health, prosperity, etc. as the 2025 continues to, you know what I mean, gain traction. Anyway, as we always do, even though I didn't do the show yesterday, I mean, I still did bets, etc. Let's give a quick recap. And real quick, just for transparency, on the 5th, which was Sunday, the lock of the day was OKC against Boston. And the reason why they was the lock, because I think I sat here the day prior to that, Saturday, and I'm like, listen, if OKC win and Charlotte win, and Cleveland beat Charlotte, which we knew they was going to beat Charlotte. They didn't cover, though. Wednesday sets up the East and the West. East is in the house. Oh, my God. And West Side is going to be like the third time or the first time that the East Coast team, West Coast team, comes in with a 10-game winning streak, 15-game win streak. However, just again for transparency, on Sunday, it was what? 6 games? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We went 4-2. The lock of the day was OKC, or the play of the day. And one of the locks we gave out was Orlando. They lost to Utah. Yesterday, the play of the day was the Indiana Pacers over Brooklyn Zoo. Told you, Gray, they ain't going to be able to keep up with them. We gave out Chicago. Chicago beat the Spurs. Chicago was a lock. I think Spurs is a better team. I took Chicago as a lock. The Spurs played Denver 2 tough games, and we're starting to see a trend when they do back-to-back games. If it's tough teams and the teams play tough against each other like playoff games, then you're probably not going to have that much energy, or you may not have your legs under you for that following third game. And that's what we suspected, and so we took Chicago. We also took Philly as a lock yesterday. They lost outright to Phoenix. And we took Miami, thinking the second game without Jimmy Butler on suspension, because they lost to Utah as well. We thought, they'll come in there and probably get this game against Sacramento Kings yesterday. We don't really still don't believe in the Kings like that. Went to double overtime, and so our grand total, yesterday was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 games. We went 5-4 yesterday. We went 2-2 on the locks. So, 500. Even though the play of the day was Indiana, so that's where the most money went. So it still was a good day. With that being said, our official record now is 269 and 261. 8 games above 500 on the locks. Not from Yonkers, but the locks that get you and me the winner chicken dinners. We are 131 and 121 still, 10 games above 500. We're going to try to keep it that way today. And as far as the play of the day, we are 13 and 5. And just so you know, I ain't bullshitting. As you can see right here, we got the screen down here, and we got the screen right here. These are the plays of the days, folks. We ain't gotta lie. Like Craig, you ain't gotta lie. Ain't nobody really be watching or rocking with us like that yet. They'll catch up on the back end. Anyway, let's get to today's games. Recap was 2-minute mark. And first game up, we got the Houston Rockets out on the road at Washington. Washington is getting 13. Some of y'all might be getting them with 13 and a half. That's a lot. Not even gonna lie, that's definitely a lot. We seen this matchup already. Houston was on the back-to-back at home though, and they smacked Washington. I think let me just check real quick. I know we kind of running late in the day, and it was in November, so be mindful of that. So they beat them by 15, 107-92. They had just coming off 2 road games against the OKC Thunder, who they lost to, and they beat the Pistons by 2 at Pistons. Then they came home on the back-to-back. Wizards is one of the worst teams. They just lost to another worst team in the league twice. And the first game we got duped, like, damn, Wizards is getting 7.5, and we took the Wizards. Second game when they was getting 5.5 at home, we was like, nah, we taking the Pelicans. Today, although they starting to show life, I can't rock with Houston. I can't rock with the Wizards. We're gonna go with Houston. Next game up, we got Phoenix out on the road at Charlotte. Y'all know how I feel about both of these teams. I feel like Charlotte is the leader is Melo Ball. Like he's a great offensive scorer. He could score, he could shoot, obviously. But the leadership skills and just the in and outs, my neck to my back, my heel, my calf, my ankle, it's not really a lot of grit to me. Some may look at me with the side like, you a scrub at ball, and I definitely am. I can't dribble at all. Like I super suck. That's just side note, right? And then you got the Phoenix Suns, who I look at them a little like weaker team too. Kevin Durant, obviously a champion. A lot of people do look at them 2 rings suspect, called them a cupcake, not me. That's what the fans were saying. Then you got Bradley Beal. Oh, you get on the bench now, and we might get you up out of here because we might want Jimmy Butler to come. Devin Booker, you with the Kardashians, Like, not really a lot on the court. And so I look at both of them with the side eye. With that being said, giving me 4.5 in my back pocket. Phoenix played yesterday. I think this will be LaMelo Ball and Brandon Miller second game back. They are all like a 10 to 11 game win streak. I could look for accuracy purposes, but it's definitely 9 games or more. I think they break the win streak and win, or I think they lose a close fought game because Phoenix won't be able to stop them from scoring. They ain't going to be able to stop them. Next game up. 8:45. Who we got? Got the Los Angeles Lakers out on the road at the Mavericks. Mavericks missing Kyrie. Obviously, Mavericks is missing Luka. Not sure what's going on with Luka. I think his ankle or whatever. Kyrie got the bulging disc in his back. I don't know where these injuries be coming from. But we rock with Kyrie, so we gonna give him a pass. Lakers just lost that game to who they lost to with he threw the ball and messed the play up. They lost to the Rockets. But we had the Lakers with 4.5. They lost by 4. So we had that game right, just for sake of purposes, because we missed the last two shows. I see the Lakers winning. To be laying 6.5 is a lot with the Lakers, I'm not gonna lie. But I think without Kyrie, without Luka, obviously you're gonna have Dinwiddie, you're gonna have Lively. I just don't think they're going to have firepower to be able to keep up with the Lakers. They did play yesterday, so they might be a little sluggish, might not have a lot of legs up under them. And then when you're taking the best 2 players out, P.J. Washington might get off. But really, like P.J. Washington, Dinwiddie, are they going to, do it? I don't know. So I don't really like this game. I'm not going to lie. It's not like I'm rushing to the window to bet on LeBron and them. And they in the red or they in the gray as far as when you're looking at RotoWire. But I can't take Dallas right now. I think I need to see a little bit more from them personally. Next game up, 10:31 mark. We got Minnesota Timberwolves at the Pelicans, and Zion might play tonight. They keep talking about it. Timberwolves is giving 4.5. Pelicans won 2 in a row. Let's hey. You know what I mean? Like, kudos to them. You beat the worst team in the league twice. 2 times, I like to say. CJ McCollum looked good. Dropped 50 on their head. And then the next game came out and distributed the ball. And they look all right. Let's give them some, we thought they would be all right. They are missing Brandon Ingram. They are missing Zion. They got CJ McCollum. You got Devontae Murray. That's a good starting 5. I mean, I don't even know who I think Trey Murphy or is it Alvarez, one of them. But just those 4 players alone is pretty good players to be going against anybody in the league. But due to nutrition, due to Zion, it's always a hamstring, it's always something. Brandon Ingram is always something. With that being said, you can't trust the Timberwolves like that. You lost outright to the Pistons. Right after losing to the Boston Celtics, got Ant-Man come out like, yo, they double teaming me and I want to help my team and woo and Then you come out against the Pistons and you put foot to add. You put up 53, 54, and I think that's his most points in the game thus far in the NBA. Career high, seasonal high, whatever it is, but you lost. Then, and I know this is not. People are going to be like, oh, I get what you're saying. So Kawhi Leonard came back, and that's what they played yesterday. They played the Clippers. And I took the other team against Kawhi Leonard on the first game. I was wrong. So what I didn't mention, and when I was like, sometimes when you take a player out and you think they're going to lose, when you put a player back, you think they're automatically going to win. Sometimes when a player come back, it's not the first game that they lose. They might win the first game. Then the second game you lose. And so we had Minnesota yesterday. Today, though, I really don't trust them. I know the Pelicans is trash. I'm not gassed off of them beating the Wizards. Trust me, I'm not gassed. But I really just don't trust Minnesota. They don't really have a lot of offensive power now. If they strictly locking you down on defense, then yeah, you know what I mean? And Pelicans they kind of challenge offensively as well. Zion should help. But I'm not gassed off Zion coming back, and he may not even play tonight. But I'm going to take the Pelicans. Next game up, 13-minute mark. We're not going to be long today, folks. We got Atlanta at Utah Jazz. Atlanta on a 3-game losing streak, I want to say. Let me see. Atlanta's on a 3-game losing streak. And on the other hand, Utah been playing some good basketball. They're on a 2-game win streak. They beat the Miami Heat at the Heat. I had Miami that day. They beat the Magic. I had the Magic as a lock yesterday, and they lost. It wasn't the play of the day, but it was a lock. They was giving 8.5. I'm like, yeah, Magic gonna bust their ass at home. Oh no, they're gonna lose by 13, 105 to 92. Utah at home now. Even though they won both games, Miami is a rough team. They're a physical team. Magic is a rough team. They're a physical team. And I think that will catch up to them tonight. I'm going to take Trae Young on them tonight, minus the 6. Now, I'm not in love with it because Utah does play better at home than they do on the road. But I think Atlanta is the team, and I think they will win tonight. So I'm taking Atlanta. Next game up, game of the night probably, 14-27 mark. We got the Boston Celtics out on the road at the Denver Nuggets. Nuggets getting 5.5 at home. I'm saying, damn, we get it. You the defending champs. I mean, Nuggets was the defending champs. Denver got a winning record against Boston. One of the few teams that has a winning record against Boston. And the big networks going to let you know about it. The ESPNs and all, when you're watching these different channels and shit like that to try to get an edge to see where you're going to put your money at. Because that's your money, son. Because that's your money. For me, all right, they was the underdog at OKC, and we knew OKC was going to win. Again, if you just jumped in live and you didn't catch my my take or my train of thought with OKC and Boston. Pretty much it came down to both teams is definitely good. Any team could have won, but the edge was OKC because if they would have won and Cleveland wasn't losing to Charlotte, tomorrow night is going to be the game of the season because they on a 10-game win streak, they on a 15-game win streak. That gets the ratings, and like the intro to Ball So Hard, it's provocative. It gets the people going. Like it gets the people going, it gets the ratings going. And so we knew OKC wasn't going to lose. That would have fucked it up. With that being said, Boston, is it a bounce back game? Denver, not the Denver of old or last year. They still missing Aaron Gordon. Coming off a tough 2 series against the Spurs. In fact, they lost the first game, 113-110. Then the second game, go to overtime. You win 122, 111, and now you back home. I like Boston. I think they try to force you to take Denver at home. You see they lose. I think Boston comes in and I think they win. I do. Wouldn't be surprised if Denver kept it close within the spread, but I got to go with Boston. I think so far, they only lost, let me see how many times they lost back-to-back this year. In fact, I don't think it has happened one time. They lost to the Magic, then they lost to Philly on Christmas. Prior to that, the good teams never really lose back-to-back, especially the championship teams. Denver, I think Joker going to be tired. Those 2 games against the Spurs plus the overtime. Boston coming in there off a loss, lose to the best team in the West. Are we going to face another one of the best teams in the West, one of the best teams in the NBA? I think they put foot to ass. I think they beat up on Denver tonight. Last and final game of the night, and then we out of here. 17, 28. We got the Miami Heat on the road at Golden State. Miami. What we going to do with you? Pat Riley, they're trying to get Jimmy Butler. They're trying to find a suitable team to trade Jimmy Butler for so they could get something back as opposed to just, trade him because he wanted to be traded. In fact, some of the reports saying that they expected him to come back and they may not even trade him. I don't know about that. I think they're definitely going to get him out of here. Golden State coming off a loss to Sacramento Kings. And we had the Kings. They got blown out, too. They got blown out by 30. They've been comfortable at the crib, though. Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is going to be a 6th game in a row at home. Then they're going to go on a 4-game road trip. They play the Pistons on Thursday. 9.5 is a lot, though. But the Jimmy Butler list, Miami Heat did play 2 overtimes yesterday at Sacramento. And I really can't rock with Miami. 9 is a lot. I'm not gonna lie. But I think Warriors come out. I think they blitz them. I think they win. I think they cover. I think they get the victory. The public is on Miami with the 66% money line, like the song we about to play before we get to the locks. Minus 417. 93% is on Golden State. And I like Golden State too. Let's get to the theme music real quick.
Great fire.
When I win the chicken, then the money line clicking. Those who do it daily, one-on-one popovism. Coupon gray, got the fire badge lit up. Hit the band line in the air, throwing signals. When I win the chicken, then the money line clicking. Those who do it.
All right, here go the locks, guys. Not from Yonkers, but the locks that get you and me the winner chicken dinners. We going with Houston. We going with Charlotte. I think Charlotte gonna win outright today. I don't like them, but I don't trust Phoenix either. Phoenix on the back-to-back. I think the young boys could get the victory. If not, I think they could keep it close. Houston, I think they're gonna clean. Washington Wizards. The play of the day is the Boston Celtics. Going with Boston to come in after that loss and to keep up the trend. Although they lost although they lost 2 back-to-back one time this season, I don't think that trend continues. I think Denver going to be a little tired after playing the Spurs. And when Binyami, you see they was tired. Joker leaning on you. They lost. They definitely better than Chicago. They was only given 3, and they lost outright. And you got Jacoby White dunking all over SportsCenter, all over Binyami. I think Denver coming there. I think the Joker is tired. I think Boston and them run. I think they shooting in the threes. Overpower the Nuggets. That's who I'm rolling with. Y'all let me know who y'all like. Let me know who you rolling with. Let me know where you think I'm bugging out at. Sorry for the 2 days we missed. Life be life, and sometimes, as they say, personal issues. I'm allowed that on. But y'all know what it is. It's your guy, Popovich. Y'all was just tuned in. Popovich TV, NBA, picking with Pop. We live, we rolling, we unscripted, we authentic. That feeling back up in here. One more again. Yeah, kid.